Of people living on our streets. Rise, the nonprofit We See You San Diego, aiming to get people off the streets and wants to help them leave their addiction behind. Co-founder Chez joining us now with more on their efforts. Laura, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you, Hunter, for having me.
Well, this is such an important week. We know so many living on the streets are in the direct path of this storm. So any help that these service providers can give is making a difference. But tell people who maybe are not familiar with the nonprofit, what makes y'all maybe different from other organizations?
Right. So one thing you often don't hear about going together are homelessness, someone that's living on the streets of San Diego, and a lavish dinner party. But every Tuesday night, We See You San Diego hosts a big dinner party for our friends that live on the streets of San Diego. We've been doing it every Tuesday for it's coming up on 6 years now. And why would we do that? Doesn't that sound like enabling? Well, what we've found is that it's through relationships and pouring in dignity and showing people that they're worthy of a better life, that we actually see breakthrough and people who are battling drug addiction, who are chained to the streets because of issues that they have that they're covering up with drugs. We see fentanyl, heroin, meth, amphetamine, I mean, you name it, we see people addicted to it, a lot of alcoholism. And we believe that when we pour in dignity and honor and treat people just in a different way than they're used to being treated, that all of a sudden they start believing that maybe I am worthy of a second chance. You know, maybe there is hope for me. Maybe my hopes and dreams still do matter. And it's at that point that we're there with a hand extended. Every Tuesday night, we offer people a chance to leave the streets of San Diego and enter into recovery programs. There are some great resources here in San Diego. I've been very, very impressed with so many different recovery programs. And what we really try and do, because we don't think it's a one-size-fits-all issue, we think it's important to get to know people. And that's why we're so about the relationships, and then saying, okay, what are you willing to do? Is a working program the right one for you? Do you need a lot of programming where you're getting a lot of healing and recovery services? What's right for you? So we extend that opportunity every week with the hope that people will be lined up ready to leave the streets of San Diego.
A personalized approach, of course, we know that can make a huge difference. I know right now a daunting task. We just see these numbers seem to be getting worse. It feels like there's so many programs and organizations, you know, trying to help. What can people do? What can viewers do if they're watching, if they want to support your efforts? What are you in most need of?
I mean, right now, we are supporting many people in recovery. We sponsor people, you know, the fentanyl crisis. KUSI is covering that so closely. That is a crisis in our city. We see people who used to be on meth, and because now fentanyl is in the meth, people are chained to a fentanyl addiction. And getting off of that is unimaginable. It's so brutal that, of course, medical detoxes are needed. So we started sponsoring medical detoxes. Okay, you're on fentanyl. You want to get off fentanyl? Okay, we'll help you with that. So you could help us sponsor people's detox. You could help us sponsor people's recovery. Yeah, I'm telling you, Hunter, right now, we are seeing breakthrough among 20-something-year-old males. Wow. That's really where we're seeing like huge success. Lives transformed is our goal. And that's what we're seeing right now. It's amazing.
Well, we've got the QR code on the screen for people to scan their phones if they want to learn more. Laura, we appreciate the work that you are doing, the difference you're making. And of course, we are wishing you all the best right now. This is a problem all of San Diego should really be taking on to solve. Thanks so much for joining us.